Chapter 12. Nikaido Shinku does not rest. Midsummer Night's Dream. A promise. This is a dream. Yes. I'm currently dreaming. Please, I beg you. All I see is white. This is the usual dream. Save us from this place. I awaken. I feel like I was dreaming. The same dream as always. However, I have no recollection whatsoever of what happened within that dream. What is going on here? Oh! There are some parts that I might need to censor. Especially considering that there's underboob. Kana is next to me under the covers, sleeping peacefully. Yeah, I feel like the game would be able to get away with having this blacked out. But considering that it's Kana's route, it would be a shame to have the first CG in her route blacked out. Unless we're still in the common route. Okay, wait a second here. I take a deep breath, telling myself to consider how this may have happened before I lost my temper. I have to keep my cool. Stay calm, Yuma. Stay calm. I think back on the events of the previous night. I think it went something like, after I'd rescued Kana from the fiend, I used Chinku's power. As a result of that, I dreamt of the nameless god and the little girl. With only bits and pieces of information from the dream to guide me, I ventured to the town in question alongside Kana, who insisted upon coming too. Once there, I exacted revenge in compliance with the fiend's request. Right. Then Kana and I made a tombstone for the fiend, and after paying our respects, we came back. Travel included, the entire ordeal took about 3 days and 3 nights. However, it does bear noting, the rate of time flows in our world. Time flow in our world differs from the rate experienced in the town of the fiend's dream. Yes. What, like 8 hours passed? Upon returning to the dorm, we found that all in all only 12 hours had passed. Okay, that was my first guess, but I guess I didn't say it. Only 12 hours had passed in our world. Likely due to that, when we came home, I felt an odd wave of exhaustion hit me, and I instantly became terribly drowsy. God, the amount of jet lag you'd feel. Jesus. 3 days passed in the span of 12 hours? Yeah, I could understand that. Well, that's where it ends. I can't remember a thing after that. Well, because you didn't write anything in your diary after that. That gap in my memory scares me. I scratch the back of my head as I sigh in discontent. Anyhow, for the time being, I'd better wake her up. I check the time on my phone. It's already past 7 AM. Tomorrow marks the final day of our first school semester. Wait, so then you've had exams? Usually, you'd have exams at the end of your semesters, right? Especially in Japan. After that begins summer vacation. I mean, I get that it isn't relevant to the story, but like, you know, I'd better be a good boy and attend school punctually these last 2 days, otherwise I'm going to be in big trouble with Mio. Well, when Mio eventually sees Kana leave your room, I don't think school is the thing you're gonna get in trouble for. I ready myself for Shinku's sardonic retort, That will come any second now. Huh? For some reason, I'm hearing nothing from her. Shinku? Perhaps she's still asleep. Wow, I almost never get up earlier than her. I'd been eager to write down yesterday's events in the diary, thinking about how they would make an interesting addition. Yeah, they would. Well, I've got more pressing matters to attend to at the moment. I jostled Kana's shoulder. Hey, Kana, if you want to sleep, go back to your room, get changed, and... She groans incoherently and rolls over. Huh? No? No what? I'm a bit miffed right now. I don't think the time to listen to her sleep talking. I don't have time to listen to her sleep talking. Get up or you'll be late. I jostle her body. If you want to sleep in, go to your own room for that, please. I continually jostle her body until she finally opens her eyes. She sits upright and rubs her eyes groggily. She is not sitting up. Morning. Someone seems tired, huh? Sorry. But could you go sleep in your own bed? Okay. She repeats herself for no specific reason. I don't really care, but why are you sleeping here? She wriggles around in the bed a bit before turning her pillow-buried face toward me. I mean, considering that you did walk for 3 days, yeah, I would get that. The drowsiness is more than apparent in both her tone and expression. Well, that's why I told you could go back without me. You could go on back without me. After lightly admonishing her, I start to get ready for school. Well, unlike you, I'm being monitored by Mio. And if I don't go to school, she will kick my ass. Yeah, summer vacation's the day after tomorrow. So I figured I should attend these final 2 days just in case there's something important. Listen, Kana, I think you're just looking for an excuse to stay in bed with Yuma. I could, yes. And I know how you feel, but I'm well rested enough, so I'm ready to get up. I know you're still very sleepy and all, but I'm gonna change into my uniform, so do you mind getting out of here? With what? No. Go throw some water on your face. It'll wake you up. Or what are you gonna? Or are you actually going to? Are you actually gonna skip? She walks out of the room, staggering on her feet. I'll determine whether or not I'll censor the midriff. Well, underboob more likely, mostly. When I look at the all ages version, if they fully black it out, I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck it, I'll just censor the underboob and get over it. If nothing's censored, then well, you'll find out at the you already know what I do at the end. That's a new discovery. Kana has low blood pressure, so she's not much of a morning person. I'll make a mental note of that. Not wasting any more time, I quickly throw my clothes on. Oh, that's right. I never wrote my diary yesterday. Oh, whatever. I'll just include it in tonight's. Is that okay? I ask Shinku. However, no reply comes. Again. This sure is weird. It does feel somewhat disquieting, but I know that Shinku has her moods. She could simply not feel like responding to me today. Either way, I don't think it's something that I need to be overly concerned about. So with that in mind, bye. I decided to carry on with my day as normal. Very suspicious. You know, school honestly wouldn't be so bad if it were stuff. Wouldn't be so bad if it were stuff like this every day. What? All he mainly did was prepare for the end of semester ceremony. We were dismissed and free to go home before noon. Yep. You got any plans, Tsukasa?
夏目お姉さんにたくさんお仕事を回していただけたので、ありがたいことに私は毎日大忙しです。
Sounds like slave labor. Oh, that's nice of her.
私でもできるような簡単なお仕事を選んでいただいたので、今度こそ失敗しないように私頑張ります。
Okay. Sounds like Suzu's just being lazy. Good for you. So I guess your summer goal is to get lots of work done?
はい。あわよくば今度こそ肩たたきで街中の人たちを癒して回りたい所存なのです。
She balls and uncurls her fist repeatedly. Right. I really have to wonder why she's so gung-ho about giving these shoulder massages. Man, you've got it all planned out, Tsukasa. That's impressive. As for me, and what should I do? I guess I'll just laze around for the month and a half. Our vacation time we have.
ユーマは課題を手早く済ませることを目標にしたら
What? We have homework? I mean, yes, it's... Listen, Yuma. I don't know if you've watched anime before, but it is a common trope that any slice of life where there's a time in it where it's during summer vacation, there's always homework.
しっかり出てるわよ。全科目まんべんなく。暇だなんて言ってられないくらい。
My good mood has soured. No, come on. I still have time to have fun. Think positive, Yuma. Have fun doing what? What are you gonna do this summer, Mia?
そうね。特には何も考えてないけど、あえて言うなら。
She pats the area around her breasts. What?
牛乳をいっぱい飲むわ。
Right. Milk?
次の身体測定に希望を託すの。
Right. Her voice is so full of confidence that I'm at a bit of a loss for words. Though I can't tell if she has had specific intent in mind when telling me that. What about you, Kana? Anything you want to do this summer?
もちろんありますよ。
Other than trying to marry Yuma? Oh?
私は家事をできるだけたくさんこなしてお小遣いを貯められるだけ貯めていきたいです。
Oh. So it's a better goal than what I thought you were gonna say. Oh, okay.
いい機会ですので、寮内の大掃除をしたいなって思います。
Mm-hmm. You got any plans, Ayumu?
何もないよ。だから勉強をたくさんしようと思う。
Of course. Studying? You're just talking about the homework, right?
そうだね。もらった課題だけじゃ物足りなかったらどうしようって思うけど。
Yikes. This guy is ready for college. Not enough homework? Jeez, I'm surrounded by perfect students. Suddenly, I have an aha moment. Okay. Hey, Ayumu, we're in the same class, right?
そうだね。同じ。席も隣同士だ。
Yeah, teachers don't often sit two guys next to each other. But I disagree. But I digress. What? I'm getting to something right. I'm getting at something else here. We're in the same class, which means we were assigned the exact same homework. And I was kind of wondering if maybe you'd let me copy yours once you were done with it.
別にいいけど。
Damn, right in front of Mio. Really? He nods.
僕は勉強できればそれでいいから。
I'm on the verge of crying out in joy when my celebration is cut short.
ダメ。
I told you Mio was gonna shoot down your idea. You should have just asked when you were alone with Ayumu.
ダメ？
そんなことしてもユーマのためにならないから。
そうなのかな。
But if you tutor him, then Ayumu will get a deeper understanding of the work, and it won't be considered cheating. Big brain. How about this? We'll both lose the subjects we're good at, and then let the other copy what we've already done. Except that Yuma's not good at any subjects, and Ayumu is good at every subject.
僕は別に得意も不得意もないけど。
Oh, okay.
とにかくそういうのはダメよ。ズルしちゃダメ。ちゃんと自分でやらなくちゃ。
I thought it was a clever idea, at least.
私も出てますよ、課題。どれも面白そうじゃないですか。
I don't know how you guys do it. I wish I could be this energized about doing homework. That's the general conversation we have on our way back to the dorm. Man, summer vacation's really upon us. It'd be nice if we could all go somewhere as a group, like when we went, like what we did with our beach trip from a while back. Yeah, but something's gonna happen, and you know, considering that there's meant to be a plot, you know, that aside from the slice of life stuff, you know, surely something is gonna happen. There's no one to reply to my internal musings. Right. Alright, time to write in the diary. It's evening time after dinner. Now back to the manager's office, I flip open the diary book. The day went by so fast. Honestly, I don't think there's much for me to write about. I pick up my pen. I really do have trouble writing these things. I force a frown as I continue to write on the page. Oh, there is something I can put down for today. I woke up before Shinku for once. Deciding to embellish the truth a little bit, I scroll my pen across the page as I hum to myself. I stop. Hmm. Something feels missing. I kind of feel discouraged in a sense. I don't know exactly what's formed this void. Things never usually feel this dull whenever I'm alone. Hey, what's the matter, Shinku? No reply. Come on, Shinku. What's wrong? You've been Why have you been silent this whole day? Speak to me. Even still, no reply comes. This morning, I wrote it off as a simple mood thing and tried to push it into the back of my mind. This doesn't seem right. I begin to seriously consider the possibility that something may have happened. Shinku. Hey, Shinku. Are you listening? Please, if you are, just say something. Anything. Are you ignoring me? I heave a sigh. Look, I know you're not obliged to reply to me when I say something to you, but come on. Did I, do something to upset you? Again, no response. The silence is palpable. What's going on? Seriously. I flop myself down on the bed, which is still laid out from this morning. After a second, I close my eyes, but my body is still wide awake. I'm never gonna get any sleep. No matter how long I wait, my body doesn't fall asleep. Morning arrives without me having caught a wink of sleep. With regards to Shinku, doesn't make any sense. I tried calling to her again and again and again once I slipped into bed, all throughout the night, but never once did I receive a response. I don't understand. I haven't heard a single word from her since 2 days ago. I thought something is clearly wrong. I have a bad feeling about this. The anxiety is eating at me. I have seriously begun to wonder if she's alright. I've been with Shinku for as long as my memories go back, but I can't recall anything like this ever happening. What a pathetic mess I am. A mere day without seeing her and I've already become a nervous wreck. No, hold on. I don't think it's just that. There's something else. Was yesterday really the beginning of it all? I didn't see her all day yesterday, so that's when I first realized she was missing, right? I'm beginning to second guess myself. What the hell is wrong with me? I can't even remember something so simple. I know I'm forgetful, but this is plain ridiculous. I can't help but feel a bit frustrated with my own shortcomings. Quickly, I take out Shinku's book and open it up. When exactly did Shinku disappear? I decide to look to the diary for entries. What the hell is going on? The letters on the page are gradually... they're fading? I know it isn't my imagination. It can't be. The diary entries, they're disappearing. The doubt in my chest has now been replaced with conviction. I have my answer. Something's definitely happened to Shinku. Suddenly, a thought flickers across my mind. The absolute worst possibility imaginable. I instantaneously bring out a box cutter from the desk drawer and use it to slit my palm. Then the smell of disinfectant wafts through the air. But I still have access to a power. It means that I can rule out the second worst case scenario. So the two worst case scenarios, where Shinku had been transported somewhere, or vanished entirely. Those haven't happened yet, at least. No need to panic. I don't know what's happened to her, but I still have time. This is the only thing I can say to myself to keep calm. But what does this all mean? I can't see Shinku anymore, and the diary entries are vanishing. What could be causing the diary entries to be disappearing too? Reading through the faded entries doesn't earn me a single clue whatsoever. Damn it. It feels as though Shinku is slipping further and further from my grasp with each passing second. Where did it begin? When was the first moment that I stopped being able to see her? Think Yuma. If I figure that out, I may arrive upon a clue as to why she disappeared in the first place. I rack my brains. Wait, plural. Desperately retracing the trail of my memories. But no matter how hard I try. Fuck! It's of no use. Can't remember a single damn thing. The latest diary entry was written 3 days ago. Right, 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I was talking with Shinku and everything was normal. My diary entries are always truthful, so I can be fairly certain of that. So in these last 3 days, or maybe last 2, either way, only about 12 hours elapsed in this world during that time. And the important thing is to figure out what happened during the period where I didn't write the diary. Kana and I were out until early this morning, fulfilling the fiend's last wish. Still, though, I can't just draw a correlation between that and Shinku's disappearance without substituting evidence. I stare fixedly at my right hand. Shinku's power. Shinku's power. We used it on the fiend's mind. I let my face lifelessly fall onto the desk. God, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have listened to her and been more diligent about writing the diary entries. So see the plot thickened before the summer, God damn it, what's the summer break? Fucking whatever. Ultimately, what happened was, let's see. I spent the entire night wide awake, though unable to devise a solution. The sun then rose, and it came time for breakfast before I knew it. I shoveled food into my mouth on autopilot. Right now my mind is focused solely on Shinku. The taste doesn't even register. Shinku's gone. How do I fix this? What can I do to get her back? I ball my right hand into a fist. I don't want to believe it, but was this all brought about by the using of her power on the fiend? I've narrowed down the potential list of causes to that. With everything that occurred over the past 3 days, that is the only thing related to Shinku that my mind seems to be able to recall. However, all I've arrived at is the mere possibility of a link existing. I just can't grasp at any clues relating to her disappearance.
ちょっと
Should I spend the day searching for her around town? I can't think of anything else that I could do. Take the day off school and search the locations she's most likely to be at. Can't honestly see any point to trying. I know she won't just magically turn up somewhere. I have to remember, I'm not exactly searching for a missing person.
ちょっとゆうくん
But what else can I do, realistically speaking?
ねえちょっと
Am I just supposed to twiddle my thumbs and wait? I can't.
ちょっとゆうくん聞いてる？
Huh? My train of thought abruptly interrupted. I look up. Did you say something?
言ったよ、さっきからずっと何度も呼んでたんだよ。
Have you really?
そうだよ。
Sorry, I didn't realize.
なんだかな、調子が狂うじゃないか。
I'm sorry. Anyway, what did you want, Shizu?
いいや、特に用があったってわけじゃないけれど、何を神気臭い顔してるんだよって思ってさ。何かあったの？というか、見るからに何かありましたって顔つきだけど。
No, nothing happened. The words are trapped in my throat. I want to explain this to her, but I don't know how.
ふーん。
Peers into my face, scrutinizingly. What?
いいや、別に。
He then resumes eating.
ユーマ、
Huh?
大丈夫？
Why do you ask? My heart thumps as she stares at me with the gaze of a detective looking through a magnifying glass.
今朝のあんた、本当にひどい顔してる。
Haha.
眠れなかったの？
Oh, you didn't say that part. No. I kind of had a hard time getting to sleep.
今朝ちゃんと鏡を見た？顔洗ってきた方がいいわよ。
Do I really look that awful?
気持ちが変わるかもしれないわよって話。
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
ユマさん、キサラギさんの言う通りです。顔色が芳しくありません。大丈夫ですか？
No, I'm not ill or anything.
熱は。
Anna then brings her hand to my forehead.
ないですね。
Yeah. Thanks, but I'm fine. I'm feeling perfectly up to form.
そうなんですか？
Yeah, I promise. Then why are you making that long face? Kana asked, cocking her head. Cocking her head. Just a little something on my mind. Well, more like a little something not in your mind. Never mind.
心配なことですか？どんなこと？
Well,
性的なこと？
I don't know if I might pick that up. I'm not responding to that. I just don't feel in the mood to go back and forth with her.
朝だから？え？朝だと何か問題があるのでしょうか？
Morning wood.
うん。
He grins widely.
元気な男の子は朝になるとね。
何よ突然。
驚きました。
Sorry. I get out of my seat. I'm gonna go wash my face.
ユーマさん。
I hear Kana's worried voice trail behind me. I turn and give her an awkward but reassuring smile. Honestly, why am I letting this happen to me? So what if I haven't seen Shigu in a little while? Why should I be so shaken up over that? Man, I need to pull myself together.
あれユーマさん、もう登校の時間ですけれど、まだ着替えていないんですか？
Sorry, I'm going to stay home today. For now, I've decided to devote all my time and energy towards solving this puzzle. I'm planning to go searching around town the whole day. I'll check every location that I think might turn up something. If racking my brain produces nothing, then the only choice I have is to get on my feet. It's that or nothing. Kana gazes up at me with a frown. What is it?
学園をお休みするなんて、ユーマさん、やっぱりどこか調子が悪いんじゃ。
Yeah, I'm alright. Thanks for the concern, though. I'm just not feeling up to it today, so I'm staying home. That's all there is to it.
そうですか？
Yeah.
でも、昨日は最後の日くらいは貧困法制にと言ってましたよね。
Wow, I'm surprised she remembered something that specific. I wish my memory was as good as hers.
それに今日は終業式ですよ。
I know, but I changed my mind. See, I'm more fickle than fate. You know me. I'm kind of a bit of a problem child. Yeah.
そこはかとなく？
Yeah, you know, kind of a bit of one, sort of ish. I add a bit of nonchalance to my tone, and kind of the expression relaxes. Anyhow, I'm saying you don't need to worry about me. You'd better get going now, or you'll be late.
はい、そうですね。でも、もしもどこか悪いのでしたら、私も休んで今日はユーマさんの看病をした方が。
Thanks, I appreciate the offer, but I do look like someone who... But do I look like someone who needs another person to take care of them? I flash my best smile. I'm fine, see?
ちー。
She stares intently at me.
わかりました。ユーマさんがそういうのなら。
I walk with Kana to the entryway, where the others are waiting.
それじゃあ、私、行ってきますね。
Yeah, have fun at school, guys. I wave them goodbye as they leave. Well, what should I do now? I feel just a tad bit better after speaking with Kana. I've decided that I'll brood over it no longer. The magic we used to lighten the load on the fiend's mind. Shinka's disappearance may very well be connected to that. It's the only possible event I could think of. However, what do I do from there? My mind draws blanks. I can't think of any specific course of action. So I've decided to get on my feet and start searching. This way, at the very least, I could say that I'm doing something. Start off, I think I'll head over to the merchant town first before walking around this place. That's where we used her power. So I might stumble upon some sort of clue. As I'm making my way to the basement.
あれ、ゆうくんは学校に行かないの？
I bump into Suzu in the hallway. No, I'm staying home today.
ふーん。
He peers into my eyes unblinkingly. What?
なんだかちょっとだけだけど、 顔色が良くなってるように見える気がするよ。
Does it?
そうだよ。
Maybe speaking with Kana really did lift my spirits, even though it may only be a was only a brief chat, and we didn't really talk about anything of substance. Still, I may be a bit happy now, but I still haven't solved the underlying problem, and frankly, I don't even know where to begin. All Kana did was instill a bit of optimism in me.
そっか、なるほど。よくわからないけど、まだ悩みそのものは解決していないと。
Yeah. She sinks into thought, murmuring a soft to herself.
ゆうくん、
Yeah.
その悩み事というか問題は、私に手伝ってはあげられないことなのかな。
What? I'm honestly taken aback. Are you joking?
何が？
You're sincerely offering to give me a helping hand. What's on the horizon? I'd better call the newspapers and warn them that there's a chance of a meteor strike tomorrow. Our planet's in peril. The corners of her lips slowly curl up into a devilish grin.
それだけ生意気な口が聞けるんなら、全然全くこれっぽっちも心配することなんてないな、この野郎。
Gah! She pinches my cheek.
君は一言も二言も多すぎる。せっかく心配してやったのに。拗ねてるぞ、私。
I'm sorry.
だからついでに一つだけ助言というか口出しをさせてもらおうか。
Huh?
思い出せ。
Remember?
そう。それだけで君は全てを揃えることができる。いいか？思い出す。思い出すんだ。ただ、それだけのことでいい。
Right, yeah, the one thing he can't do. What does that mean? He puts her figure to her chin and cocks her head, muttering to herself, maybe I should have waited a little longer before revealing that. To be honest, I have no idea what she's on about. Isuzu, what are you talking about?
ま、簡単な話。今自分にできることを思い出してみなって話。
What I can do?
そう。それだけのことで、君は全てを揃えることができるんだから。
Okay. I managed to nod. I managed to nod. But quite frankly, I have no idea what she's trying to tell me.
問題解決の糸口になるものをきっともうゆうくんは持っている。ただそれを君自身が見えなくしているかもしれない。だからよーくよーく思い出せ。そうすることで救われるんだ。
My salvation?
よく言うだろう。信じる者は救われるってね。この場合、信仰の対象はあくまでも自分自身の力だ。そこのところ、OK?
She holds up her index finger as she smiles. That might not be such a bad idea. I can't help but smile too. I'm feeling the tension in my shoulders drain slightly as I do so. I think I get it now. But that's what I have to do. That's what I have to. That's right. There is something. There's something that I can do right now. I have this power. Isuzu. I just remembered something. I just remembered something I could do. One little thing.
そうか？
Yeah, it's such a simple thing that I feel like an idiot for not realizing it sooner.
なるほど、そいつはよかった。私は君の役に少しは立てたわけだ。
It was. Thank you.
時には師匠らしいことをしないとね。面目躍如ってやつだよ。うん。
She gives a satisfied nod.
まあ、とにかく、私はこれから二度寝のダミンを素敵に貪る所存であるわけで、言いたいことわかる？
Yes.
君が学校を休むのは全然構わないけど、何か騒ぎを起こしたりして私の眠りを妨げないでちょうだいよってこと。
What? Is that supposed to be some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy? Or are you telling me you want me to disturb your beauty sleep?
そんなこと望んじゃないやい。
She puffs out her cheeks.
じゃあ私は寝るよ。念を押すようだけど、間違っても眠りを妨げるようなことはしないでね。もしも私の眠りを妨げるようなら、地獄を見せるから。
Got it.
うん。それじゃあ、おやすみ。
Stifling a yawn, she retreats into her bedroom. Alright, time to try the one option available to me. I sit in the chair next to the desk. I don't know what's happened with Shinku, then it's simple. I just need to ask her directly. I stare silently at the palm of my left hand. I'll try using Shinku's power on my head. Shinku once stated that she dwells inside my mind. I already located the diary entry I wrote on the day in which she told me that. So I'll start by using the power on Shinku's mind, which lies within my own head. Just as I did to the fiend in the merchant town the other day. Shinku, I'm not too late, am I? You're still there somewhere inside my head, right? No surprise, I received no response. It almost feels as though I'm at the bedside of some slumbering person, desperately whispering to them to wake up, so that as they'd been placed under a powerful curse and never opened their eyes in years. When I was little, I first met you. I had to have read your book. There's simply no way I didn't. Even though the book itself was incomplete, with no beginning nor end. There's no way that Shinku hadn't recounted the events of her prior life to me in great detail. So then why? Why can't I remember a single detail about her life before this? Something isn't right. Something really, really isn't right. I proceed to open up her book right now. Open up her book now. But there is no information pertaining to her past life whatsoever. The first page begins with the day upon which we first met. Well, whatever. Nothing to gain by worrying about something which is already gone. That's what Suzu taught me. First, I have to try my one option. I have to use Shinku's own power on her mind, which resides in my own. Best outcome I can hope for is that it will bring her back to me. I close my eyes, then take a deep breath. All in all, I don't even know if her ability can be applied to her own self. Either way, I just have to try it. I didn't have any other option. Feeling the bubbling anxiety in my chest, I forced my consciousness into the darkness beyond my eyelids. It's pitch black. I can't see a thing. A solid color every which way I look. Am I inside Shinku's mind? Or maybe her power isn't capable of working on herself, and I failed.
お姉ちゃん
Huh? A voice rings out among the darkness.
お姉ちゃんにはいないの？好きな人とかそういうの。
I've never before heard this voice. Who is this? The very moment that question crosses my mind. However, the scenery changes. For a second, my mind pauses. Is this the all too familiar location instantly stirs suspicion within me. The classroom at our school. Something doesn't feel quite right, however. Everything as a whole looks far newer than what I'm used to seeing it.
ねえ、お姉ちゃん。
The voice again.
お姉ちゃんには好きな人とかいないの？
It continues.
うるさいな。
There she is. I see and hear her, the person I've been looking for this entire day. Shinku. She's sitting there, and across from her is an unfamiliar girl.
好きな人？なんだよそれは。
Shinku sounds entirely uninterested.
そんなもの私には必要ないんだよ。
Just being able to hear her voice fills me with an indescribable sense of relief. Perhaps part of me held onto the irrational fear that I'd never see her again.
私の恋人は仕事と研究。それで十分。その2つ以上はいらない。嘘だ。そんなの寂しすぎるよ。違う。嘘なんかじゃないし寂しくもない。大きなお世話だ。というか、少し黙っててくれよ。作業中だっていうのがわからないのか？
There's a whole host of different scientific and technical books spread out on the desk in front of Shinku.
黙れなんてひどいの？
Girl across from her pouts for some reason. Her face bears a striking resemblance to Shinku's. No one else in the room aside from the two of them. No one else is in the room aside from the two of them. The room is filled with the distinctive air of melancholy that's characteristic of an empty classroom after school.
でもさ、お姉ちゃん、気になる人の一人くらいはいるんじゃないの？くどいな。好きなやつなんていない。気になるやつもだ。何度言ったら理解するんだお前は。本当に？本当だ。こんなことで嘘をついてどうするんだ。それに、わかるだろ？わかるって何が？今の私にはそんな誰が好きだの彼が嫌いだのというようなことよりもやらなければならないことがあるんだ。それもたくさんだ。それはあの研究？そうだ。私の研究結果を世界中の人が待っているんだ。だから私にはそんな浮ついたことをやっている時間なんてないんだ。愛は世界を救うんだよ、お姉ちゃん。そういう冗談なら他でやってくれ。お呼びじゃないんだ。
冗談じゃないんだけどな。
Whipping back at Chinku, the girl puts her hands on her lips, her hips.
多分世界の真理だよ、これは。
お前はいつからそんなうさんくさいことを言うようになったんだ？
Chinku presses her lips, frustrated, telling the girl, "That sounds like the sort of thing some old rock star might say."
私は無宗教だ。無神論者なんだよ。神様とは意見が合わない。そういった倫理観を語り合いたいなら、ふさわしい誰かのもとへ行ってくれよ。
無神論者が神様の研究だなんておかしいね。
それを。
Chinku's eyes dart around as she scours her brain for the correct way to respond.
そこがこの研究の難しいところなんだよ。
難しければやめちゃえばいいのに。
そういうわけにもいかないだろう。とにかく私には暇がない。余計なことを考えていられる余裕もない。だから人を好きになるなんて、そんなことは。
お姉ちゃん、頭のリボンが片方取れかかってる。
ああ、そうか。だけどそんなのどうだっていいんだ。
Chinku then tries to effortlessly yank the ribbon out of her hair.
こんなもの、もともとお前に無理やりくっつけられてるだけなんだ。外すとお前がうるさいから仕方なくつけているだけなんだからな。
まったくもう仕方ないな、お姉ちゃんは。そんなんじゃおばあちゃんになっても一人だよ。ずっと一人っきりだよ。それでもいいの？
余計なお世話だというよりも、そもそもこんな世界の状況じゃそこまで生きていられるかわからない。
The girl smiles before responding by saying, "Well, that's not what I was talking about."
の電気だなお前は。少し羨ましい記載してくるよ。
あのね、お姉ちゃん。
The girl looks Shinku in the eyes as she fixes up her hair.
なんだ？
Shinku replies peevishly, scribbling down some frighteningly complicated-looking graphs and notations on her papers.
何度も言わせないでくれよ。これ以上好きだの嫌いだのといったヨタ話に付き合っていられるほど私は暇じゃ。
好きな人と手をつなぐとね、なんだか心があったかくなるんだよ。
今度は何を言い出すんだよお前は。
つないだ手のひらだけじゃなくて、心と心がつながってるような、そんな気がするんだ。
そうか。
そうだよ。
のろけか。
もうそんなんじゃないんだよ。
The girl talking to Shinku, I have to say, she speaks so vivaciously that, and with such a winsome smile, it makes the two girls sitting across from each other seem like as polar opposites. Still, though, there definitely is something about her that reminds me of Shinku. Shinku. I take one step forward, but the two girls instantly vanish. What is this? It's not quite the same as when I entered the fiend's mind. The scenery quickly changes.
ったな。
Shiku seems to be talking to someone. I can't tell who they are. I wonder why. The specific part of the dream is kind of hazy. Almost like a TV or radio that's just slightly off tune from the station.
私はきっと誰も好きになることなんかない。
With her words, I feel an acute sense of sorrow seep into my heart. This is it. There's no doubt in my mind. This sorrowful feeling is the cause of Shiku's disappearance. Even if it wasn't in fact the direct cause, I feel like it, in a way, is. Still have no clues as to what caused Shinku to be affected by such a heavy grief. But I can absorb the entirety of this enigmatic sorrow in her heart. Scenery then changes once more.
世界は終わった。
The location is the school rooftop.
終わってしまった。
The sight I see has me petrified. Pure white feathers in every which direction. This is the same thing that happens in the dream I always have. The feathers fall and pile on the roof, in one corner of which Shinku stands. She looks up at the sky, biting her lip in indignation.
間に合わなかった。何もかも全部。
She reaches out and plucks one of the falling feathers from the sky.
いまいましい。
She gazes up at the sky.
手をつなぐと心がつながる。
It's night. Full moon hangs brightly in the sky. Here on this deserted rooftop, Shinku cries alone into the silent night air.
私の左手誰ともつながらない。私の手。
This is the first time I've ever seen her cry. I reach out my hand. I try with all my might to grasp hers. I can't help but feel a bit lonely on full moon nights. I distinctly recall her once saying that to me. I'll take away that loneliness. I won't leave you all alone, Shinku. If I can just take hold of her hand, then perhaps I can rescue her. I can rescue you. I'll take you away from this place and put a stop to your tears. Just as our hands are on the verge of touching. She disappears, and the scenery changes. Darkness. The dark void has returned. By using Shinku's power on somebody's mind, I'm able to gain a glimpse into the burden weighing on their heart and lessen it. I do that by absorbing a small portion of it myself. When I used this on the fiend, he managed to revert a slight bit to his former self, even though it was only temporary. That's why there's a part of me that remains hopeful that Shinku will return in much the same way. I can carry any burden, no matter how heavy. Because I'm forgetful, it will never break me. I can select which of the burdens, scars, and heartaches to keep and which to get rid of. It's simply a matter of what I choose to reference in the diary. So I'm more than willing to take on whatever Shinku's heart is burdened with, even if I don't know why it's there. I'll take on as much of your pain as need be to make you smile again, Shinku. Although I can't be certain that her powers aren't less effective when used on herself. Shinku, your memories were far too fragmented. I wasn't able to learn a thing. What happened to her? What weighed on her heart so much that it caused that deep sorrow? I wasn't able to find even a single answer. But still, I tell myself, her hand, if I could just take her hand, then maybe I could finally awaken you from your slumber. I might not be able to lift the burden on your heart, but still, even still, take her hand and to hold it. I want that alone to be my purpose. I know that it might be presumptuous of me to wish for something for such a thing. The scenery changes once again. Shinku walks through the town all alone. It's a town that bears a strong resemblance to Kazatsugahama, but there's also something distinctly different about it. The place is completely empty. Not a soul is in sight. It almost looks like a ghost town. The white feathers continue to fall incessantly, covering the townscape in a sheet of white.
許さない。
She softly murmurs under her breath.
私はお前を絶対に許さない。
She grits her teeth and scowls up at the sky.
今行くぞ。
Her voice is so low and soft that it almost seems to dissipate in the air and in the music.
必ず私がお前のことを。
A gentle breeze blows past. Feathers fall down. The figure of the moon in the sky blurs. Shinku's very existence seems to be waning. I can no longer even hear the sound of her voice. I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like if I stand here and allow her to disappear, everything will be lost. And my video will be copyrighted because the background music is the theme song of the game. Shinku, this world as we know it will end. Anything and everything will disappear. And I'll never see Shinku again. That's the premonition I have. Don't leave me, Shinku. I begin to panic. If I don't do anything, she'll be gone for good. I can't convince myself otherwise. So if I don't want that reality to come to pass, then I must take her hand. I have no evidence to prove as such. I don't need it. All I need is to take her hand. Take it I will. Shinku! I yell out. Shinku! However, my words don't reach you. And your words likewise don't reach me. Tears wet her cheeks as she murmurs something. Don't cry, please. Don't cry, Shinku. All I need to do is stop that. All I need to do to stop that is take her hand. I'll carry the burden on your heart for you. Together, we'll escape from this awful dream. Shinku. Scream. I don't want to. It's a bit late in the night. Shinku, shout. Shinku, listen, it's 9:30 p.m. I don't want to wake anyone up. I yell with all my might. Listen, if it was like 9 a.m., I would have done that, but this way, Shinku. She turns toward me, stunned. Please. I reach out my hand. Please don't cry. And eventually, let's go, Shinku. I grab her disappearing hand. Let's go back together. You can't stay here.
お前は
A gust of wind blows past. I can't hear my own voice over the sound of it. Feathers come pouring down in a flurry. My vision is veiled in white. I feel warmth. This tender warmth enveloping my palm that I'd so dearly missed leads me from this dream.
おはよう。起きたか？
Shinku. My right hand is holding onto her left. I feel the warmth in my palm permeating all throughout me, down to my core. It wasn't a dream. It was a dream, but it wasn't. I squeeze her hand tightly. I managed to take it and rescue you from that place. I'm so glad you're back. Truly, I am. I close my eyes and focus keenly on the warmth in my hand. I allow the massive surge of relief to fill the hole with that anxiety I had gnawed into my heart.
まったく驚いたよ。まさか夢の中にユーマがやってくるなんて。
Shinku, in your dream, why was she crying? I set my mouth shut, unable to finish my question.
どうして？ユーマが何を考えてるのか知らないけれど、勝手に人の心を覗き見ようとするやつには何も教えてやれないな。
He shoots me a faint, mischievous smile.
そもそもどうしてなんていうのはこっちのセリフなんだよ。まるっきりさ。まさか自分の力を自分自身に使われるだなんて思ってもみなかったよ。
I was worried sick about you. I even considered that you might never come back.
まったく。
She heaves a sigh of pure exasperation.
そうか。そんなことも忘れてしまったのか。
Huh?
私はどこへも行かないし、どこへも行けない。お前のそばにずっといるよ。
Then why did you disappear?
ごめんな、ユーマ。何か無用な心配をかけてしまったみたいだ。そんなつもりじゃなかったんだ。眠りに入る前にちゃんと説明をしておくべきだった。
You went to sleep?
そう。ただちょっと眠っていただけなんだ、私は。
That's why I didn't see you or hear you?
そう。そうだよ。
So you don't need to worry anymore, she says, with sincerity in her tone. At least, so I think. Are you sure there's make sure that nothing bad happened or anything. The image of her crying surfaces in my mind.
あ、大丈夫。問題はない。心配をかけたな。
She's lying. That's what my gut tells me. She wouldn't have been sobbing her eyes out if everything was all right.
私の言うことが信用できないか？
I shake my head, telling her that isn't the case. There are an infinite number of things I want to say to her and ask her. However, that simple action is the only thing I can bring myself to do at the moment. I search and search, but I can't find the words I want to say.
とにかく大丈夫だから。もう私はどこへも消えたりしないよ。
I squeeze her hand, still connected to mine. Why? Why did the diary entries in the book begin to disappear? And why did I never see you once these past few days? I want you to give me a satisfactory explanation. Otherwise, I won't feel reassured, even if she tries to promise me that she won't go anywhere.
ユーマ、お前は数日前、商人の町でタタリを相手に私の力を使ったな。それも相手の心に。
And not an affirmation.
簡単に説明しよう。私の力をあのようにして使うと、ちょっとした副作用がある。ユーマの頭に強い負担があるんだ。そうすると、ユーマの脳に住んでいる私は、その存在がブレてしまう。ユーマは、怪我を治したりする時よりも多く記憶を失うし、私は逆に思い出したくもないようなことを思い出さされてしまう。
That's why you slept?
そうだな。気持ちが塞ぐとどうしようもなく眠くなる。深く深く眠りたくなる。嫌なことをきれいさっぱり忘れてしまうためにね。本の文字が薄くなるのも、ユーマの呼びかけに気づけなくなるのも、私が深く眠ってしまっていたからだ。ただそれだけのことなんだ。
Oh, okay.
ああ、そうして私は夢を見るんだ。忘れたはずの、ずっとずっと遠い昔のいつかの夢をね。
I see. Is it okay for me to put all my worries to rest now? I do recall Shinku once mentioning something to me. She said that she doesn't dream. I'd asked her about the dream I always see, and she'd apologized, citing that as the reason why she couldn't help me. I don't want to be distrustful of her, but could Shinku be hiding something from me that we'll only be able to find out in her route after we do everyone else's route? I close my eyes. Feathers falling from the sky. A voice calls to me, saying, please save us. I sense this uncanny similitude between Shinku's dream and my own. I really wish you'd told me this in advance, though.
話したさ。それもここ最近の話じゃない。私とユーマが出会ってからすぐにだ。
Also, she continues.
少し前に私が話したことを覚えているか？私がユーマの頭の中に住んでいるという話をした時のこと。
I nod.
あの時は このことを説明しようとしていたんだ。テストだよ。大切なことだから忘れていたらいけないって復習をする意味でさ。それなのにユーマは眠いからといって私の話を聞いてくれなかったんだ。
You were going to bring that up? That's right. Shinku nods.
ユーマ、私からも確認をさせてくれ。
Check what?
さっきも言ったが、この話は、この力の説明はずいぶん前にユーマには説明していたことだ。それをユーマは忘れてしまっていたってことだよな。
Yeah, I guess so. At the very least, everything you've told me thus far feels like new information. Shinku? She stares at me without saying a word.
大丈夫か、ユーマ。
What do you mean?
私たちは基本的には一心同体という状況だ。二つで一つ、二人で一人。それなのに私が覚えていることもお前は忘れ始めてる。それもついうっかりとかそういったレベルのものじゃない。問題があるのは私よりもむしろお前の方なんじゃないのか。
I wonder. I shake my head. I'll admit that my memories have been a bit fuzzy lately. No, they've been pretty hazy, all things considered. But, well, there's not much I can do about that, is there? I don't let it bother me.
気にしていないって。
Well, it simply is what it is. It's not something I have control over. I was always prepared for this eventuality. Shinku, and that's why I chose to be with you. Anyway, I'm just glad you're back. I feel a lot better about things now.
ユーマ。
Hmm?
ユーマはこのままいろいろなことを忘れていったら自分はどうなってしまうんだと怖くないのか。
Not a bit.
全然って。
There had once been a time where the thought did indeed scare me. Now, however, I'm no longer afraid. I'm not scared of that. You disappearing on me without any notice whatsoever scared me far more. So, if you could, I want to hear it from you one more time.
言葉？何を？
Promise me that you won't disappear again. Please. I don't want you to just vanish and leave me ever again. I don't want to panic, fearing the possibility of never seeing you again. I never want to experience this maelstrom of emotions ever again. So please promise me. Promise that you'll never disappear on me again. Shinku?
恥ずかしいやつだな、お前は。
What do you mean?
それは。
She averts her gaze bashfully.
あれだ。そういうことを真顔で言うか。
It's important to keep a straight face when you're discussing things that are important, Shinku. She scratches her face a bit patiently, an awkward frown plastered on her face. It almost seems as though she has reservations about making the promise, Like she's afraid of putting a guarantee on the future.
というか
ん
うんユーマはもっと自分を大切にすることを学んだ方がいいって私はそう思うんだ。
I don't really see why that matters. I'm not concerned with what might happen to me. Think of it like this. Similar to how you're not really interested in fashion, I'm not really interested in myself.
なんだそれは。
It's a pretty shit one. Like how you don't care when one of your hair ribbons is coming loose.
夢の話か。プライバシーの侵害だ。
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I'm fine with how things are right now.
まったく自分に優しくできないやつがどうして誰かに何をできるって言うんだよ。
Shinku,
なんだ。
there's something very important I forgot to tell you.
何を。
Welcome back.
ああ
Welcome back, Shinku. She heaves a small sigh before smiling warmly at me.
ただいまユーマ。
Faint knock on the door then interrupts us. Huh?
誰か来たみたいだな。
Yeah.
例によって私は消えてるよ。そんな顔するな。大丈夫だ。
She lightly plops her hand on my head.
私はもう二度と眠らないから。
She then disappears from my vision. Right, I'm coming. I hurry and open the door to the manager's office. Huh? Everybody is standing out in the hallway, still clad in their uniforms. And Kyo and even you, Suzu, what's the matter?
どうしたもこうしたもないよ。この責任どう取ってくれるんだよ、ゆうくん。
She rubs her eyelids groggily. What are you talking about?
この時間、私はまだまだ眠たい盛りだっていうのに、いきなり叩き起こされたんだよ、みんなにさ。一緒にゆうくんの様子を見に行こうって。
Hey, I didn't tell them to knock on your door and wake you up, okay? Huh? I look at the time. It's not even noon. It's not even quite noon yet. What are you guys doing back in the dorm? Is the end of semester ceremony already over?
ううん、違う。
Ayumu shakes his head.
今ちょうど校長先生のお話の最中だと思います。だけど抜け出してきました。なんだか長くなりそうだったので。
All of you? You snuck out? For what reason?
みんな、ゆうくんのことが心配で戻ってきたらしいんだよ。
They were worried about me?
今朝調子が悪そうでしたから、お兄さん。だからユーマを放っておいて、のんきに僕らだけ終業式っていうのもと思って。私は別に心配なんて。
Mio, this isn't the time for you to be tsundere. Right. What do I do? I'm still taking this all in, so I'm at a momentary loss for words. Thanks, guys. I'm fine now. Sorry I worried you guys so much. Really. I'm sincerely sorry about that.
あのね、ユマ。
ん？
とりあえず、一言だけ言わせて。従者の教育がまるでできていないわよ。
What now? I haven't the foggiest idea of who she's referring to. Kyo.
この子、終業式中に全校生徒が黙って椅子に座ってる中で、いきなり一人立ち上がって、やっぱり帰りますとかなんとか叫んで、
Oh,
走って出て行
you're
ったの
talking
よ。
about you're talking about, shut up, you're talking about my other disciple, Tsukasa? Or, surely it's not Kana. What?
そんなの見たら、放ってなんておけないでしょ。だって。
Okay, it was Kana. Okay. Well, she's not my disciple, okay? She's my wife. Kana squirms around restlessly.
今朝のユーマさんの様子を思い出したら、いても立ってもいられなくなったっていうか、とにもかくにも急いで帰らないとまずいと思ったわけです。
So you didn't sneak out. You very loudly proclaimed that you were sneaking out. Thanks, I guess. Even though all turned out fine in the end, I'm still appreciative that she was concerned about me.
とにかく、これからみんなは暇なんだ。
Right, I suppose that stands to reason.
今さら戻るのも、なんだか気まずいし。それじゃあ、今日はみんなで一緒にゲームをして遊ぼう。食堂のテレビで。
Why did I know Kyo was going to suggest that? Oh, that could be fun.
なんだかよくわからないけど、とにかくさ、ゆうくん。
Susan rubs her sleepy eyes, then says to me,
一発殴らせてもらっても
Hey,
いい？
I'm not the one who woke you up. What?
私の眠りを妨げたやつは地獄を見せる。それがたとえ、愛しの一番弟子であったとしてもだ。
This is all moving too fast for me.
巡り巡って原因はゆうくんにあるわけだ。ならば私の怒りが収まる場所は君の顔面以外にはありえないわけだ。そうでし
No.
ょ？
No. No, I don't. How does that make any sense?
メイドのお茶目は主人の責任だと思うんだ。
This isn't a prank or an accident of any sort, or any sort of jest. Though, also, violence is wrong.
とりあえずおとなしく殴られていてくれればいいんだって。
What a tyrant. Still, though, thank you.
Huh?
Thank you, everyone. I bow my head deeply. I feel really glad to have friends who care so much about me. It's so odd, so strange. Why do I feel so warm inside right now? Why do I feel this keen sense of reassurance? I'm truly and sincerely grateful to have such wonderful kind people in my life. Let's keep spending time together and having fun like always.